Hello, hello, Forward Movement Ministry family. It's so good to see you again. It's been a minute. I want to thank you so much for your patience. My family and I have transitioned from one place to the next, and we took a little bit of time to get ourselves situated, but we are back. So what's happening is today and for the next few days, we're going to spend a few moments just looking at the topic of investing your time wisely. This seems to be one of those classic evergreen topics, evergreen questions that we find ourselves asking ourselves over and over again. Am I spending my time wisely? What does my time management look like? How can I invest wisely in my time? So this week we're going to look at 5 ways that will set us up for success to be able to invest wisely in our time. And for today, that's right, way number 1 we're going to look at is inspect what you expect. That's right. Inspect what you expect. Listen, for some reason, we tend to have these expectations for our lives, right? We expect that we're going to make money. We expect that we're going to have a good career. We expect that we're going to have a marriage and it's going to last forever. But do we take the time to inspect what we expect? Ask yourself right now, the expectations that you have for your life, do you take time to assess, to reflect, to inspect? Why should we inspect, assess, and reflect? Well, it's really important to be able to look at your progress. It's not about what you're doing wrong. It's about what are you doing right? How can we enhance that? Maybe there's a place where in the process, in your system of moving towards your expectation, maybe we need to refine, enhance, right? Or just totally remove and do over. But it's important that we take time to inspect what we expect. For example, you might say, I expect that I'm going to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Do you just expect that and then just kind of wait to see if you're going to get 6 to 8 hours every night? Or do you inspect? Inspecting looks like, let me look at my habits. What time am I going to bed? What time am I getting up in the morning? Am I giving myself an opportunity to truly get the 6 to 8 hours, or am I leaving it by happenstance? Why is it important that we ask these type of questions? Because we want to set ourselves up for success. That way, our expectations can be realistic. I want you to pause right now and just call forward to the front of your mind what is one expectation that you have for your life right now. Go ahead and just call it out, right? It could be you want to lose weight. It could be that you want to get enough sleep. It could be that you want to have $100 saved in the bank by the end of the year. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. But call forward what is one expectation that you have for your life. Now pause and look at the process. Look at your daily habits and ask yourself the question, am I inspecting on a regular basis what I expect? Do I have a means for being able to track my process? How do I know if I'm succeeding in this area or not? And as a means of reflecting and assessing, right? How can I set myself up for success? Is there anything that needs to be reworked or reset? Or am I doing fine and I just need to continue doing that? Inspect what you expect. All right. So how do we apply this? I want to invite you at some point today, whatever note-taking device makes sense to you, I want you to go ahead and employ that. What do I mean by that? Get out a journal, or whether you draw, or whether you have your iPad or your note device. And I want you to write down a minimum of 4 expectations that you have for your life now. And since we're about to hit a new year and in the coming year, 4 expectations, right? And then I want you to also write down, how can you keep track of whether you are being successful at being able to meet those expectations or not? Whatever keeping track looks like, right? Whether that looks like once a day, either in the morning or at the end of the day, you're going to make a to-do list, or you're going to call out and you're going to be able to look and say, I want more sleep. Once a week, I'm going to stop and I'm going to assess whether or not I am getting to bed on time, whether or not I am, whatever that looks like for you. Why? Because we want to put ourselves mentally, physically, and emotionally in the best case scenario so that we can move forward with whatever life brings to us, not pushing us away from our goals, but using that as a foundation to move forward towards our goals. So invest your time wisely. In our series, we've talked today about number one. Go ahead and share this video with someone. Call a friend, your family member, and talk to them about this topic that we're talking about today. Matter of fact, ask them, are you investing in your time wisely? Let me ask you this question. Are you inspecting what you expect? What do you expect for your life? How are you inspecting? How are you assessing? How do you know that you've moved it forward? I guarantee if you stop and have that conversation with someone today, it's going to spark an even larger conversation that will help both of you build your resilience and build community. All right, there you have it. This is number one. So be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for number 2, 3, 4, 5 as we go through this series in investing your time wisely. As always, remember that you are a legacy maker, so be sure to leave an amazing legacy every single day.